Soundings Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of A Christmas Railway Mystery, written by Edward Marston, read by Gordon Griffin. The moral right of the author has been asserted. This performance is owned by Soundings, Whitley Bay, NE26, 2JT. Chapter 1. December, 1860. Betty Rodman was in torment. Anxiety was gnawing at her like a rat eating its way into a sack of grain. Unable to sleep, she was suffering both physical and mental pain. Where on earth was her husband? She was used to his coming home late, with the stink of beer on his breath, but he'd never been out this long before. It was well past midnight. The early shift began at 6 in the morning. If he was not there on time, he'd get more than a stern reprimand from his foreman. His job might be in danger, and that prospect troubled her more than anything else. Though their house was among the smallest, she liked living in the railway village. They'd been there long enough to feel that they were permanent members of the community. They belonged. Betty never stopped telling herself that in spite of everything, they had a roof over their heads and a place to bring up their 3 children. Suddenly, their whole future was in doubt. She felt it in her bones. After brooding for hours, her fears were drowned beneath waves of fatigue, and she drifted off in the vain hope that she'd open her eyes to find her husband snoring beside her. It was the baby's cry that eventually brought her out of her slumber. The child was shivering in the biting cold. Betty clambered out of bed to take her daughter out of her cot and soothe her with quiet words and a warm embrace. When the baby fell asleep again, she put her gently down, covered her with a blanket, then dressed in the darkness. Groping her way to the bed, she shook her elder son. "Wake up, Davy," she said. The boy stirred resentfully. "Leave me be. I'm tired. I need you to look after Martha and Leonard." "You can do that." "I have to go out." "Then ask Daddy." "Your father's not here," she told him, in a voice that brought him fully awake. "I'm going out to find him." And leaving a 6-year-old boy in charge of the baby and his younger brother, she let herself out of the bedroom and padded downstairs. After putting on her coat and hat, she wrapped a shawl around her shoulders as an extra barrier against the winter weather, but she still shuddered when she stepped out into the street. Betty scurried off past the serried ranks of houses built.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?